Dozens of Maine veterans will soon be on their way to our nation's capital for the last Honor Flight Maine trip of the year.
Yeah, it's an opportunity for our veterans to see the memorials that were built in honor of their service. They're getting ready to board their flights to D.C. at the Portland Jetport, and that's where we find our Sam Rogers. Good morning.
Leanne, good morning everyone. Yeah, if you've been with us during this morning, you've noticed that the Portland Jetport's been very busy as more than 50 Maine veterans get ready for that last honor flight trip of the year. Now they're just waiting, standing by for a brief safety meeting to go over all the details for this week down in Washington. Tomorrow is going to be a jam-packed day for those 52 veterans and their guardians. They'll have a trip at most memorials in Washington, including the World War II Memorial, the Iwo Jima Monument, the Air Force Memorial, and of course a trip at the Arlington National Cemetery. Now this is also a chance for fellow veterans to get together and experience this trip together. We spoke with Rosemary Donovan, who is a 100-year-old Korean War veteran. She spent time as a nurse in the Navy. That's actually how she met her husband. She's actually going to be one of the veterans that will be able to place a wreath on the Arlington National Cemetery when this group makes that trip tomorrow afternoon. We were able to speak with Rosemary about what she's most excited for, which as it turns out is hanging out with fellow veterans.
It's really enjoyable because there's so many with so many experiences in there. It's a good time.
Now again, this group of 50 veterans are getting ready to board their flight to Washington, D.C. And in fact, this is the 10th year of Honor Flight Maine, and next year will be the first time that the organization actually charters planes, and they're going to be leaving from both the airports in Bangor and here in Portland. And that's why your donations during our annual Honor Flight Maine telethon make such a huge impact. More than 1,200 veterans from our state have been able to take advantage of this free trip to Washington, D.C. to visit their memorials and monuments. And I want to make sure no one is around me because Sunday at noon, there will be a great welcome home celebration and party right here at the Jetport. You are expected to show up just before noon to honor these veterans as they make their way back home. We're live in Portland. I'm Sam Rogers, News Center, Maine.